Okay then, so this is the final race of the season for the 1998 Touring Cars round number 27 of the season, the 9th meeting of the year. So this is combining a points table between 2011 and 1998 cars put together. The 2011 cars started the season for the first few meetings, and then around the halfway point we saw the 1998 cars come in, as we saw with their debut at the Silverstone National Circuit a few weeks ago. But cars back out there, we've got 8 cars out of possible 9 there on track, so the grid is as follows then. Pole position is Nigel Foster in the Mondeo. Second place is Ben Singleton in the Vauxhall, with third Charlie Accoloni in the Nissan. John Smith is fourth in the Blend 7037 even Williams. Fifth place is going to be Scott Kinton in the Vauxhall. Sixth place is Aaron McGrath in his Vauxhall as well. So we've got 3 Vauxhalls out there, making nearly half the grid. Then we've got 7th place on the grid being Kevin van der Bosch in the Volvo. And then we've got the other Volvo of Bowen Potter down there in 8th position. So an all Volvo back row as they finished 1 and 2 in the second race of the day, earlier on. In fact, they didn't quite get to the win earlier on either. They got a 2nd and a 5th in race number 1. So all the cars now ready to go then on the circuit. This will be 12 minutes of saloon car action coming your way. 8 cars on circuit, championship decider. Let's get ready to feel the noise from the touring cars one final time. Green light goes on, away we go down towards Hawthorne Bend. They will go. A very, very slow start from, that was the Ford Mondeo of Nigel Foster as they head down towards turn 1 for the first time at Hawthorns. The camera is not in the best positions. There's a bit of contact there in the mid-pack. The Volvo of Bowen Potter making a forced move on the inside, clashing into the Renault, spins out, and well, it's all sorts of carnage behind them.
You got a little bit sideways there on one of the Volvos. I think, though, yes, like you say, it was probably got a little bit sideways to cause a massive pileup behind them. They were in the wall, Nissan collected as well as the Vauxhall.
So leading down towards the right-hander at Tower Bend, it's going to be a lead for Aaron McGrath in his Vauxhall. Big dive behind as Kevin van der Bosch misses the braking point a bit there, and through on the inside comes one of the Renaults. Who was that? That was John Smith, number 3. Of course, he's the only Renault out there on track. So that's a bit of a stupid. Kevin van der Bosch just made a move around the outside of Ben Singleton at the S's. Very, very good move indeed.
Yeah, very fast, complex of corners at this part, and Potter looks up the inside on the Vauxhall. Oh, he's gone off as in the tyre barrier. The Vauxhall almost follows him. So that was a bad bit of driving there from the Volvo driver, but good move from Kevin in the S's.
Yes, the lead battle has now closed up a little bit here. Is this the lead battle? Yes, it is. It's between McGrath in 88 and number 3 of John Smith. 14 of Van der Bosch is in there as they come into the hairpin for the first time, I should say. That's a bit ahead of myself. But down the main straight back towards Hawthorns they go. The Vauxhall running a bit wide in the background. Not sure quite what happened there, but obviously not quite got the best turning circle on the vector there. The top turn out together, head down towards Hawthorns for lap number 2.
This could be a very strong slipstream up around the back straight. Very strong here. We've got Smith eyeing up McGrath up as they go through the chicanes now. Bosch is hanging on there. He could try and send a move on the Renault here, but it don't look like it's going to happen as McGrath's got quite a big gap. Yes, they make their way down the back straight towards Tower Bend for the second time. Nobody's here to make a move at the moment. The Renault did try it, but the Vauxhall was a bit too far adrift there going into the right-hander. Kevin van der Bosch is there as well in the Volvo. This could be interesting as the Renault's trying to go around the outside of the Vauxhall of Aaron McGrath as they go through the S's. The camera's not in the best positions, but never mind as they head down towards Sunny Inn. Oh dear, this is going to be an interesting moment. So they go into Sunny Inn. Are they going to get round? The answer to that question is somehow they did. Round Sunny out, and they remain the same order as they did at the start of the lap. That could have been a bit of a disaster, but no, we see Smith going up down the inside, a little nudge there as he goes into one of the long left-handers around the back of the lap. He manages to get through. Can Bosch follow through? No, McGrath cuts him back. John let him back. That's good of him.
Indeed, as they head down towards the hairpin, Van der Bosch now stuck on the outside. They're trying to go 3 wide. That's impressive as Smith's going to try and get the comeback on the Vauxhall as they come down the main straight. And that Volvo is stuck right on the rear bumper of the Renault. He's trying to go every which way to go through. He's now down to the right-hand side of the circuit. He's got the inside line for Hawthorns Bend. Yellow light flashing in the pit lane to warn people there are cars coming. And they may have had some contact out of shot. Oh, they're still rubbing door panels. There's door mirrors getting absolutely annihilated in that battle. And Smith holds the position. That was very, very forceful. But still, the Renault keeps second place. The Vauxhall has now run away at the front, courtesy of the battle behind.
Forceful but fair. Smith holds the position for now, but that Volvo's looking very, very fast and wanting to get through to the front. But again, these two battling. Oh, a bit deep on the brakes there, and easily goes through. Goes Bosch. A little bit of rubbing, probably a bit of payback from turn one, but it just went a little bit too late. He's going to eye him up through the S's, but it doesn't look like a move's going to get done anytime soon.
No, it doesn't look like it so far, as Kevin van der Bosch launches over the infield curving there, and I say, and you say that, and down the inside comes the Renault. Would you like to rephrase what you just said?
I would actually. There's a move coming very soon, coming your way in the form of John Smith in the Renault passing the Volvo. Yes, it didn't look like he could do it, but a very brave overtake, and they're working as a team closing in back on Aaron, so this could be a three-way scrap very soon.
Yes, round the left-hander in the entrance to the complex they go. John Smith closes right at the back of Aaron McGrath, the Irishman. You've got three nationalities fighting the top three places. Here comes Van der Bosch remove on the inside. You can't make it happen this time. They've got the other Volvo of Owen Potter catching them. This was very much the case for going at Silverstone as well, if I remember rightly.
Yes, Potter always seems to be the late race charger, as we see Smith going around the outside into turn one. He'll have the inside for the left, but it'll be hung out for the long right-hander. No, it's not going to happen yet. McGrath puts his car in all the right places and stops the Renault getting by.
Indeed, as they make their way into the chicane, McGrath has to cut across the front. He goes to the wrong side of the barrel, but never mind. Hasn't gained him any time. In fact, he may have lost him time there as he's lost momentum. And they're trying to go three wide towards the right-hander at Tower. This could be very interesting.
Oh God, it's close. Oh, a bit banging up in the air goes to Vauxhall. So it's the Renault now in front, and Bosch has got through the Volvo. 2 places gained for. Actually, no, hang on. Aaron's lost 2 places in the space of one corner. Not a good corner for the Vauxhall, but brilliant for the other 2 in front.
Indeed, and now the Renault will run away at the front. The Vauxhall has lost touch, and I say that. Sorry about that, commentator's curse, sorry John. And through down the inside, big clash of door mirrors, and somebody's lost them. I think it may have been the Volvo, but that's some rate reduction off the Swedish lead that is the Volvo. And through it goes to Lito. Kevin van der Bosch, new leader in car 14. Second is number 3, John Smith. 88, Aaron McGrath is 4th. Big bumper work going in there. That was a bit of that was an interesting move and a half, as John Smith goes through on the inside of Kevin van der Bosch. That may have been revenge for qualifying, but in fact he's done the rightful thing, let him through on the inside at the next bend. Another door mirror goes flying, so certainly a lot of door mirrors will be sold on eBay by the marshals tomorrow.
Yes, another bit of forceful driving there from Bosch in the Volvo. John looking on the slipstream as they go into turn one. Can't quite see, he's on the inside. They bang doors as they go through into the right-hander. John's got the place, I think, but he's going to be fast. He's going to go down through the chicane one more time. Who's going to get it? Bosch is still in front as they go around the left hand. Bosch is still in front, but it could be a move going down into this. It'll be a brave one, but it could happen.
Yeah, one thing that we didn't pick up on there was the Vauxhall very nearly spun through Hawthorne's bend there, and here down the inside comes Smith. He's climbed into the door, and he's lost, and he's gone sideways. And here comes the Vauxhall in with a charge around the outside. They come towards the S's. Once again, this is incredible stuff at the front. Very, very entertaining racing. The Renault is really getting harassed now by the Vauxhall, and I've tried to move the camera off the Renault for the whole race so far. It's been so entertaining around this battle. And here comes Owen Pottering, the other of the 2 Volvo's and leaders. Gone, lost the leader. Legs have spun, so we lose the leader.
Kevin van der Bosch is spun. That is a rare mistake. We never normally see in yet again the crown champion of this season. Wheel on the grass, he hits the brakes, but that Renault's been in the wars, but he's still in the lead. This is anyone's.
It really is a very, very good battle. Let's look a bit further down the grid. There's Acoloni in his 24 car. That's the Vodafone Nissan, running in what I believe is 5th place. Then we've got 4th place at the moment being 99 Scott Kinton. In 6th place, I should say, I think. Maybe the case. But nonetheless, they're still going. So is 98. And so is 55. So we've got all the cars, I believe, still running in this race. As we come down, this is the 2nd place battle reigniting between cows 4 and 88. That's the battle for 2nd place.
One Volvo out, the other one back in. It's yet again Renault, Vauxhall and Volvo fighting it, but he's looking as Potter gets the slipstream as to go down the far side. Aaron holding on the inside. Can Potter swing it around the outside? He'll be brave if he can. Close to the grass. He's got a nose in front, but Aaron's going to have the inside. Can he get the cut back?
Oh, he's got around the outside.
He got the traction around the outside. So a good move there from the Volvo as he heads down through the S's. He's going to try and charge onto the Renaults, but Aaron's still there.
Yes, it looks like, well, they say that the Vauxhall has lost a heap of time somewhere on the line there, and, well, the Volvo then now chasing down Scotsman John Smith in his Renault. We are currently on lap number 6. It will be lap number 7 this time by, so we are certainly surpassed the halfway stage of this race as far as we're concerned. I don't think we'll get a huge amount of more laps in this one, and the Volvo nearly goes off at the left-hander in the complex there, but nonetheless everything is A-OK so far. And that is the 1, 2, 3 coming to the hairpin now. Smith, your leader. Potter second place. McGrath is third. Bosch is currently in fourth. And, well, I'm not quite sure where the Vauxhall is playing to go there. A bit onto the rumble strips, it turns out.
Yes, quite wide there from the Vauxhall. Potter is closing in slowly onto the back of that Renault, but Aaron is still closing in on the... This is still anyone's. It may look a bit spread out, but we've still got at least, I reckon, another 3 laps or so to come.
Yes, as we now have John Smith, your race leader, coming through the chicane. Down the far side and make his charge down to Tower Bend. He still hasn't really got too much of a challenge from Potter yet, so whether that'll come on in the final couple of laps. We are being confirmed this will be an 8-lap race due to the time restrictions we have, so the next lap around will be the final lap of racing that we do. So this is lap and a half roughly to go in this race for the touring cars. And, well, it's been an interesting race, and this will be a very, very good finale, I'm sure. But Smith, I don't think he's really in contention for the title anymore, as he lost out. A big slide there from the Volvo. I think many of you just saw that. It was very, very close swapping ends.
Yes, Potter, of course, done this in the opening round of touring cars here at VCRL. In 1994, cars went backwards into the tyres at that very corner. Almost copied it again, but he didn't go in the tyres, and he's now very close to Smith. He could have a challenge into turn 1 here. This could be very, very close as we head on to what we believe is the last lap.
Yes, from what I understand, the last lap board has been prepared by the people on the pit wall. How true that is. And, well, we've got a pit stop.
Oh.
Well, there goes the race leader. Goodbye. And, well, that's John Smith's good run at an end. Pulls into his pit box. And the car go upon the jacks. There you go. And he is having to refuel the car because he hasn't got enough fuel in it. So, who's the leader now then?
It's Owen Potter in the Volvo. Didn't quite get the racing overtake we wanted to see, but you never know. Fuel does limit cars at best of times. Without it, they don't move very well. Aaron is still hounding him, trying to do a last lap attack, but it looks like Potter's got a good enough gap now to just cruise it home. So he says as Aaron clutches it in on the brakes.
Very, very much so, yes. That's going to be an interesting prospect as far as we're concerned regarding the top 2. I think Van den Bosch, you can confirm, is basically out of this race for the win, barring any pending disasters that may happen on this final lap. So it's still going to be the 1-2 of Potter and McGrath. Potter was third place going into the championship finale today. I think he's going to be staying in that region, I think, in the closing stage of this one. But a win at the end of the programme is not going to do him too badly. He won the second race. He managed to get 4th place in race number 1. Second place is Aaron McGrath, who has been there and thereabouts all day. 3rd place in race 2. And second place in race number 1. But the Checker flag is at the ready. And your final winner of the season is going to be car number 4. Owen Potter wins the final. Second place is McGrath in car number... Oh, sorry, I apologise. There's more laps left. I apologise. That was very bad for me. I think there's more laps than we thought. And in fact, we've got a problem. The Vauxhall has gone.
That's quite a big spin. Quite a scary one out of that. Yeah, so no, this might be actually the final lap. Oh dear, that's a tragedy for McGrath in the Vauxhall. We've been doing a good race, just pushing too hard, sideways over the jumps, and, well, that's pretty much put it in Bosch's hands for another Volvo 1-2.
Yes, and I apologise. I got a miscommunication from race control. This is now the final lap. It's a 9-lap race. So I'll take the blow for that one. And that's Van den Bosch lapping on his own in second. The leader's on his own in first. So, well, what could have been a very entertaining finish to the season is somewhat spread out. We've got Charlie Coloni on the road in 4th place as a very sideways Vauxhall enters from stage left. That was number 99, Scott Kinton, who's running at the back of the top 5. Leader, meantime, coming into the complex for what is, I can confirm, the final time this time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play off the embarrassment again, but over the rumble strips he goes into the final corner at the hairpin, and this time I can big it up as a good victory. It's going to be a win in the last race of the season. Car number 4, Owen Potter, coming to the start-finish line for the final time. The checkered flag is there, up and down on the Volvo. Second place is Van den Bosch. Third place is going to be, that's McGrath in car number 88. So 3 different nationalities in the top 3 places. Not bad for a British Championship, is it? Meanwhile, final Ben could be interesting.
This could be interesting, but the Nissan has got 4th, and the other Vauxhall down in 5th. So another good, strong performance there from the Volvos, and here comes Nigel Foster in the lone Mondeo. The V6 Mondeo, nonetheless, the car that Nigel Mansell would have drove in 1998, and it is a bit battered, like how Mansell left it. Only spun.
Oh, that's not gone well, has it? And here comes the Vauxhall in 7th of Ben Singleton. And I think I can see what Nigel Foster's doing here.
He's reversing it to the line, but I think it would be quicker if he J-turned it and stuck it in first to get to the line, but the line's only there. The Vauxhall, he's going to get close, but Foster comes home in reverse 6th, and Singleton across the line gives him a little nudge to turn him back round in 7th.
And there was no other finishers. John Smith is not there. I think he's possibly out. So, right.
Yeah.
Okay, Bruce. So we'll give you the results now of that race, and then we'll give you the championship results as well, including the teams as well, because I think that's fairly important to announce that. So, race 3 winner, first Owen Potter in the Volvo S40. Second, Kevin van der Bosch in the other Volvo S40. And third was Aaron McGrath in the Vauxhall Vectra. Fourth, Charlie Occoloni in the Vodafone Nissan. Fifth, Scott Kinton in the Vauxhall Vectra. Sixth, Nigel Foster in the Ford Mondeo. Seventh is Ben Singleton in the Vauxhall Vectra. And 8th place was John Smith in the Williams Renault. I'll get my words out eventually. Right, championship time, I think. I think that's probably a good place to go next. So drivers' points are as follows then. So your winner of the championship was Kevin van der Bosch in car number 14 with a total of 329 points. Second place, number 1, Jordan Fleming in the Renault with a total of 268 points. Third in the championship, number 4, Owen Potter with 251 points. Fourth in the championship, is number 3, John Smith on 197 points. And rounding at the top 5 in the championship was 5th place, car number 98, Ben Singleton with 166 points.
Yes, a very good season of racing. Started off in the 2011 cars before changing over at Silverstone to the 1998. It's a good season of racing, and this race also marks, as we said at Silverstone, 10 months of solid touring car racing here at VCRL, and it's a nice way to end the championship with a good race that we saw, albeit it could have gone a bit better if the Vauxhall didn't lose it over the bumps, but it happens. It's racing at the end of the day, and we hope to see you again in the next season of VCRL racing, which is going to be some Honda Civics. We're going to be some classic minis. Due to a few problems, we can't use them. So there is going to be Honda Civic Racing, and they kick off their championship at Brands Hatch.
Yep, and just before we do sign off for this one, we'll give you the team standings as well. So we'll give you the top 5 of the team standings again, partly because only 5 teams really bothered to do much for the season. Your winners of that were the Volvo S40 Racing team with 273 points. Second place were Vauxhall Sport with 213 points. Third were Blend 37 Williams Renault with 176 points. Fourth were Vodafone Nissan Racing with 88 points. And fifth, fair play to the independent team on this one, DC Cook Motorsports with 27 points. Audi Sport and Ford Mondeo Racing finished in positions 6 and 7 with 17 and 16 points in their respective teams.
Yes, the team championship being won by the two. Well, it could have gone anyone's way with the team championship, because the two Renaults were quick, the two Volvos were quick, but in the end, the Volvo teammates were higher up compared to the Renault teammates. But yeah, at the end of the day, good season in both terms of points tables and the cars used, and we hope to see you again very soon.
Indeed, and as that is said, on behalf of all of us here at VCR, thank you very much for your support. Next week's action for the touring cars is a little bit different. We thought this would be the final time for them, but no, due to technical problems that hadn't been foreseen at the time of the race meeting, there will be a Toka shootout for the touring cars, a non-points affair for them at Donington Park next week, and that will be set to be run on what was November the 4th. But like I say, on behalf of all of us here at VCR, thank you very much for your support, and we'll see you again in the very near future. Good night.